it's Madison.
And today I want to talk to you about probably my favorite topic, actually, and that's theology of the body. And when you first hear about it, there are a lot of different things that come to mind. Some of it might be exciting, and a lot of times comes off really awkward. And people are afraid to take the class, unfortunately. I feel like every time that at my parish we have a theology of the body class, it's always really clarified, hey guys, this isn't a sex talk. This isn't a sex talk. And we have to remind them because people just get that weird feeling when they hear about it. People don't like to talk about bodies, which is really interesting because that's all we get to see of ourselves every day. You don't get to look at people's souls, yet we're able to talk about souls more easily. So that makes me really sad because theology of the body is an incredible study. It's an incredible way to learn about God. So what actually is theology of the body? We'll break it down. Theology, the study of God, of the body. So what does that mean, the study of God, of the body? Well, just like when you look at art, it reveals something about the artist. It's the same exact thing because we are the creation of God. We are His masterpieces. And so when we look at ourselves, we get to learn more about Him because He just writes Himself in such a beautiful way into us, into our body, into our mind, into our the way that we work, the things that we desire, and that's so exciting. So learning about the theology of the body really helps you find yourself, figure out pieces of you, the way that your body works, and how God reveals His mysteries within you. And how exciting is that? Like, you are not only a masterpiece, but you're also kind of a manual to learn about God. It's extremely beautiful to be able to hear and to read the Bible. We read the Bible to learn more about Him. But how cool is it that we can read ourselves? We can come to know ourselves better and learn more about Him. So I think that's super amazing because I think it's just awesome being able to look at someone and know that God is within them and know that He can reveal something to you about Himself through this person, through these relationships that we make. It's really interesting because when my fiance and I took the class, that's where we met, in a theology of the body class. When we took the class, we got really different things out of it. I really learned how to work on myself, to better understand myself and to better present myself, come to know who I really was, which is something that I really struggled with in high school and even middle school, just trying to find out who I was and how that fit in with the rest of the world. So I was able to find that in this theology of the body class. But in that very same class, Christian, my fiance, he found more about others. He learned how to build stronger relationships with other people. But the crazy thing is, in doing that, not only did we learn about God, which obviously is the most important and most exciting thing. That's really where we fell in love with our faith. But we also learned about the opposite. So, for example, I learned how to better myself, but in doing that, I also learned how to relate with others better. And in learning how to relate with others better, he better learned about himself and was able to really come to know who he was and who God wanted him to be. So that's just really exciting, and that's a small tidbit of theology of the body. I don't want you to be afraid of it because it can be really awkward, or sound like it might be awkward, but I promise you that it's not. One of my favorite demonstrations that Christopher West does when he talks about theology of the body is in the beginning, he brings up someone random from the crowd. Let's say this person is named John. So he brings up John and he tells the crowd, okay guys, this is John, look at his body. And everyone, of course, starts giggling, feeling awkward. John, poor guy, standing there like, I didn't volunteer for this. But then when it stops, when the laughter stops, he says, why? Why did you laugh about that? Because what else were you supposed to do? What other part? I mean, I can't say, look at John's soul, because you can't see it. The only thing we can physically see here on earth is our bodies, is each other's bodies. So why not find the beauty in that and not be afraid to talk about it? Talk about this thing that God felt was important enough for us to have. You know, we could have just been spirits floating around. We didn't necessarily need a body, right? But if God found it necessary, then there has to be a reason for it, in a way that he's able to reveal something about himself through our bodies and through each other. So thank you so much for watching, and this truly is my favorite topic to talk about. So if you have any questions about it, if you want to learn more about a certain aspect, then let me know, because I'd love to talk about it. It's such a huge genre of study that there's really not a way to talk about everything in one video. So if there's a certain topic you want to talk about, then go ahead and shoot me a message, a comment, whatever it may be. Let me know what you want to hear. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to be back doing this now that the new school year has started. So don't forget to like and share. Thank you so much, guys.